feeling that this is a bad idea. I had a feeling that would happen. Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a bright idea to try to put this in the lathe, so... Alright, gas tank is mostly finished. I still need to pressure test this, but I can do that in a little bit. I tried to get this as round as possible, but unfortunately it's a little teardrop shape, but hopefully you won't notice it that much when this thing is on the frame. You can kind of see that, yeah, this point's a little bit more... Yeah, well, hopefully you won't notice it that much when this thing's on the frame. Now, we need to make some plates to weld on the frame for the gas tank to sit on, and let's cut these out using our new ArcDroid plasma cutter. Alright, gas tank is now finished. It's now installed on the frame. I did have to mount this just a little bit higher than I would have liked to because I wanted to make sure I can get the spark plug in and out without having to remove the gas tank. Now, with the kind of speeds that we're going to be going with this thing, and my foot's right here, I really don't want my pant leg getting sucked into the chain. So I think let's build a really nice chain guard that can go over this. Alright, so we got the chain guard installed. I like how it turned out. I think it looks pretty awesome. Also, I did install the foot shifter on here, and I know a lot of you guys commented in the last video of this project that I should put a hand shifter, a suicide shifter on this thing, and do a foot clutch. I'm not going to do that because this thing's already dangerous enough as it is, and I think it's just going to be a lot easier just sticking with this, the normal foot shifter and hand clutch. So let's just stick with that. Now, let's start working on the wheelie bar that this thing needs. I bought these longboard skateboard wheels, which should be perfect for this thing, and I want to make this wheelie bar adjustable, so therefore we can adjust it to whatever we want this thing to do. If I want to take this to the drag strip, I can lower it down to where they're touching the ground, or if I want to ride wheelies on this thing, I can adjust it to where these are at whatever level of wheelie that I want this thing to do. this is the highest that it's gonna be able to do a wheelie. About right there. So I'd say that's good enough. That's about as steep as a wheelie I want to do on this thing. Okay, so now that we have the wheelie bar, that's pretty much everything that we need to install on here. Now we can start working on hooking up everything. Let's put the carburetor on. Let's hook up the throttle, the brakes, the clutch, as well as we need to hook up the gas tank to the carburetor, and we need to also hook up the coolant system. Then we can start working on trying to get this engine fired up. Alright, it's a little late, but I want to see if this thing will just fire up real fast. I do have the rear tire's off the ground, so in case it does try to take off, it at least can't go anywhere. So it's on. Where's Joke? Joke is... Woo! I want to test the clutch. I'm not sure if the clutch is working. But it runs! It runs! Brakes work. I may have a coolant leak on this thing, but it's at least slow. So I'm not sure if the clutch works. also the clutch is a little slow to engage, so it doesn't really, as soon as I let it out, it doesn't instantly grab. So, but it works! Yeah, that's a little too slow on the releasing of the clutch. Let me see if I can put this spring in there to kind of help it, you know, release faster. It's a little better. I don't know. We'll try that. See how that works. All right, let's try it now. See if I fixed it. Yep, it worked. It's now super easy to kill this thing. Yeah, this may not have the gearing for wheelies. It may just have the gearing to go really fast. Okay, we just need to take this thing up the road. Let's just take it up the road and see how fast it is. Okay, so because of what this thing is, I'm being a little bit more careful this time. I'm wearing a little bit more protection this time. I actually got my dirt bike jacket, which is actually a motorcycle jacket, but I use it to go dirt bike riding, as well as take a little helmet and gloves. So, just in case, yeah, you better be safe than sorry. I'll be honest, this thing's a little sketchy, and I've only ridden it in first gear. So, here we go. Oh. Yeah, our clutch isn't really working that great. Okay, the steering is all over the place. Okay, this thing is terrifying. The steering is all over the place. I really need to quit. I really need to slow down the steering. It's just the littlest, and it's all over the place. Holy crap. Yeah, we really need to do something about the steering if I go any faster on this, because this is a death trap. This is a death trap. Let's go back. another fast pass up here and just see. I really need to do something about this steering because holy crap, it is way too twitchy, way too fast. And I'm also leaking coolant a lot. Oh boy. Can never find neutral. Okay, so the gearing is set for speed and speed alone because this thing's really fast and has not that much torque. I can't. That's why I hate these straps. Hate these straps. So, if I wanted to, I could do, this thing can do a wheelie if I'm in first gear and I just let it wind out, just wham! This thing, it could pick up the front end, but it's a little, I don't know, I need to be a little bit more confident on that to want to be able to do that. Also, the gearing is set for speed and speed alone. This thing is, wow, that was fast. I don't even know if I got it in 6th gear. I think I got it in 5th and like let it wind out a little bit. And also, our steering is way too fast, way too twitchy. When I'm going fast, just the slightest movement, I'm just like darting all over the road. So, is it as terrifying as I hoped? Yes. Yes, this is terrifying. Is this thing faster than I hoped? Yes. This thing is definitely fast enough. So, does it do wheelies? Not yet. Not yet, and I need to be a little bit more confident on this to want to do them. There's also a bunch of traffic on that road, so yeah. So far, first test was successful. Didn't crash.